Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. Good. It's with the compliments of Bickles and GK Priority Insurances Limited. Where we going?
Well, we're heading to Arnorsville. Drastic times call for drastic measures, and it seems like the government are going exactly in that direction. So, if you're just joining us, about a little less than a week ago, the Minister of Transport and Works, Nigel Stevenson, aka Nature, was here, and he was talking about some new projects that the government might be looking to undertake very soon. Traffic, but just for
Genie?
an extra, for Genie.
For Genie, okay.
Because Genie don't like to go on main road.
Yeah.
A bypass road for the Leeward end.
Right.
Genie raised some good points. The other day, a tractor trailer had blocked the main road, and that basically stops all movement because there's no other alternative. Right. So Leeward does need a bypass road. That's reality. We kicks about it, but it's the truth. The second thing would have been the roundabout in Arnorsville. I think Stephen Vera had done a mock-up of a possible solution.
So this is the what are we going to follow?
Well, I don't know if it's his, or maybe I'm guessing it's gonna be something similar.
Okay,
if not his. I think a couple other people have also done mock-ups of how it could work.
Right.
So it's one of those things that the public has been interested in for quite some time. Everybody has their own theories and solutions. A caller just now actually had a pretty good one, which is if you're exiting the tarmac coming into Kingstown, instead of coming straight onto the main road there,
you go around.
You go down underneath Ichi Joshua and come up,
and it bust up by
the hill
by
the prime line, right? And then if you're going from town and you want to cross the tarmac,
then you go down
where you and the former PM
crossing of each other.
So there's no crossing of each other.
That makes more sense.
It makes a lot, and I don't know why nobody started that yet, but it makes a lot of sense. It would allow a better flow of traffic.
So when you're coming in, it's just one.
Right. So when you come, you break up. Okay. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's something that they could probably look at. And as well, the big one, or the really massive one, or the pie in the sky, as people like to say.
The bridge, the tunnel over in Arnorsville.
No, the tunnel, nobody ain't talking about the tunnel.
The
Only
new
question
city.
talking about the tunnel. No, not a new city. We're talking about an extra lane leading from Arnorsville to Kingstown. Now that might require, or I would expect require, some compulsory acquisition of land. Or Jeannie suggested even shaving down the hillside a bit to get that extra lane in, but it's drastic measures,
right?
But are we in drastic?
But is it doable though?
I'm sure it is. If once you have the money.
This is the next thing.
That's the next thing.
If we were saying that the no PM is saying that we had a strap
for cash.
Well, how are we going to get that do?
But I'll tell you though, in the evenings, and I'm sure in the mornings, I don't get to experience it. The frustration levels of the traffic is probably approaching.
Hi. I did it. I've
point.
done it twice. I did it yesterday and the day before.
It must be approaching boiling point.
There's something with
back on his bike today.
Back on my bike today.
Back on his bike
I
today.
only brought my car in for Andrew.
Yeah.
I left here yesterday.
You left here after 4.
After 4.
Yeah.
I got home minutes like 5:30.
Crazy.
5:20. Something like
to
that.
Prospect. You made stops.
No, stop where?
Yeah,
I stopped at Prospect Bakery.
Let me take a call.
Big up my dad. Big up Alicia.
Let me take a call. Yeah. Morning.
Chris.
Hey.
You can imagine Luke and Andrew talking about this.
Can you imagine what?
Andrew on the back of the bike.
Well, what a sight.
It'd be fun though.
Yeah.
It'd make a good morning show.
Andrew roll over holding you.
Yeah.
Saying, "Oh, look, speed." But if it's doable, maybe it could work out. But like you said, it requires
On
money.
the list of priority items that we want government to spend on, how high is it?
That's the next thing.
It's quite high.
You think it's that
Yeah,
high?
It's quite high. The frustration is real. Huh?
Yeah.
A lot of time,
It takes forever.
probably a lot of pollution as well has been created by just crawling traffic.
Yeah.
It's not healthy.
Well,
My fear is that no matter how many roads we build, there's a car boat out there.
Today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh God. We need
No.
we need
that's
less
not-
people
that's not
driving.
My fear. My fear is that if we all want to do this thing where everybody has a car,
Mhm.
and I'm no more entitled to a car than anybody else, so I'm not proclaiming that. But if we can't just allow this just endless vehicles, you know what I mean? Houses now going from one vehicle to two vehicles.
To your weekend drive.
Yeah, it's like it's mad. The roads are mad.
Yeah.
But
But then
I fear adding more roads doesn't necessarily. They found it in London, you know. They expanded the M25, which is essentially the ring road that goes around. They went from I think 4 lanes each way to 6 lanes, and within a year or so,
congested.
obsolete.
because everybody just all those people who weren't driving
Driving.
said, all right, well, the traffic free now, isn't it? And it just went straight back to traffic. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know if if that is really the right way.
I've been saying it. One of the solutions has to be to improve public transport.
It has to be.
It has to
I
be.
don't think we could get away from that.
We can't keep ignoring the vans. The vans are an issue because people don't want to keep going on the vans. You go on the vans because out of necessity, not because you really feel comfortable doing it. I just have no other choice.
You know, we see Sandals doing a thing where seemingly increasingly they're taking their people down by boat.
That's avoid traffic.
Right? Now, the largest population is in Glen, Calico. That's the densest population. You know, it's the southern part of the country which really has most of the people. Maybe we should be looking at that. A ferry, we meet a ferry.
Isn't there already a ferry going on to the Leeward?
There's a Leeward ferry.
There's a
now.
Leeward
There's a Leeward ferry, right?
Yeah.
Maybe we need to have something. Maybe at the tarmac
At Calico.
or Calico somewhere. Calico, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
And just we
Ferry.
gotta find something. Huh?
You gotta start
'Cause
either charging people to come into town.
If you put bigger roads, it's gonna get more vehicles. Then you're gonna have Genie's problem, more parking required.
Yeah.
It's just like endless. It's just like this
Public
thing is not
transport-
gonna stop.
Public transport needs
Public
to improve.
transport has to be the way to go.
Yes, but again, parking. When you park by the ferry, we're parking in California.
Well, if it's in Arnesville, you'd park on the tarmac.
Okay,
Right, maybe parking in Calico. Where you go park? Playing field?
there you go.
Maybe.
And mash up the playing field.
But then you mash up the
Then
plane.
you mash up the
field.
playing field.
Yeah.
So
Parking.
But you've got to find like areas where the land is lower cost, lower use, where we could park there, and
all right. Hello, morning.
Yeah, morning. Y'all are talking about the roads, right? But don't you all think there's a serious issue with the markings in the road? Simply the middle line. There isn't no middle line. I mean, I don't know what's the problem.
Yeah, it's an issue, but
Like,
on the
it's a
scale of
scale
things.
of issues.
No,
Kind of, yeah.
But what I'm
Yeah.
saying, like
Mhm.
on the main road, like I mean, at least
To show the
Some
left side and the
markings.
right side.
because you see, they have a lot of young drivers on the road, and you know they're driving crazy. They don't know where they're going. Just to be safe, where people know, all right, this is my lane, that's your lane.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, these are the fundamentals of a road. I mean, when you build a road, you mark it. I don't
Yeah.
understand.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Tyson Davis on the
All right,
live is
let's go.
giving a good option. He's saying why we don't encourage more scooter usage.
Huh?
Because
Morning.
I
Be like the
don't-
ties and that, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, fellas, we need a national consultation on these issues, man.
Yeah.
You know, where all the stakeholders get involved. Because watch me, public transportation is ancient invention. You understand?
Terrible.
You You understand me? So we need a national consultation with everybody involved, the public, van drivers, business owners, everybody. I know the government we need this. This is needed. You understand?
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one.
The consultation.
Yeah, and the reason I say right is because all of us want to keep our cars.
I don't mind not using my car on a day-to-day. Look,
Yeah.
I could have my car, right? And on weekends when I want to do something, it's not that crowded on weekends. I can do things easily. I don't mind if the public transport was good enough, taking a bus
Right.
between here and Tarmac and still driving back this way. If I live in Dorsetshire Hill, if I could get good public transport, I would leave my house in Dorsetshire Hill, drive to the Tarmac to take a bus to town. Because guess what? In bigger countries, if that was the only way you had to do it, we would all do it.
Yep.
We would all have to do it and not complain.
I think though, right, that the government have to lead, but it's look, you put a congestion charge in Kingstown, unpopular. You know, if you want to get yourself voted out, mess with them type of things. You know what I mean?
Yes, but
Paid parking, unpopular.
But it's necessary.
It is, but you know, I think it's one of the reasons why the previous government didn't want to do it, because
But the previous government were cowards.
yeah, but they stayed in office for 25 years.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
then
and one of the reasons it stayed in long is that there's certain things that really off on, right? As frustrated as we are with the traffic, and I agree, we're very frustrated. I occasionally experience it, and I get frustrated. I don't like just sitting in a car. As much as I like listening to radio, I don't like just being stuck in a car crawling along, right?
Right.
But the minute you tell me I gotta pay $20 to park my car
Every day.
with a meter, I'm gonna pay a congestion charge of maybe another $10 to come into town. You could imagine how unpopular that would become.
So it would be late though.
It'd be light.
Yeah.
You're right. It'd be light.
So what do we want? We want to sit down in the traffic.
We want everything. We want everything. We
Can't
want,
have everything.
we want everything. We
You
want
can't have
parking.
everything.
We want bigger roads. We want cheaper vehicles.
Out of order that, which one will top the list? As in the must have.
For us or for the public?
Well,
The public, I would say, would be in favor of bigger roads.
And keep in your car.
It sounds attractive.
right.
The idea of, well, whether
Chris-
it
Chris-
makes
of-
any difference to traffic, I don't know.
The idea of Chris on a bus just
Nah.
Now Chris
Nah.
catching the bus, I know.
so if you had to pay $500 a month to park in town, to come into town, you pay it?
I might just do it.
That's a
I
lot of
might
money.
just
Man,
do
I
it.
love his car, man.
I tell you.
I might just do it. It's sounding kind of how, but I might just do it.
Maybe encouraging more scooter use maybe is the way, man.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, look, right where you live.
I'm
Right?
not riding scooters with the way vans
No,
drive.
Listen to me.
Fix that for
No,
us.
but all right, maybe what we need is scooter lanes or bike lanes, right? But where you live is what? Not even 2 miles from town.
Right.
Probably a mile, just over a mile, I would guess, right? You don't really. I mean, scooter's convenient for you. You roll down the hill and you're in town, right?
Right.
You don't really need to have a 4 or 5 person car just for yourself.
Well, like, scooter used to be good for me.
Be perfect for you.
I ride there.
You're right
Like
there
you
as
say,
well.
From time I done roll, I in town.
Genie is
A
almost
man,
right.
a
there.
man with 4 vehicles. Oh, scooter used to be good for me.
Scooter will be good for me.
But you know what I mean? It's like, but I don't know whether culturally we could change that. I think people would go for the bigger roads.
All right, let me take one more, and then we're going to skip. Hello, morning.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Yes, I was suggesting to encourage more carpooling. I mean, a lot of people have like 3 and 4 vehicles in one household. Maybe that could help elevate the traffic as well.
Yeah.
That was one of my suggestions.
Okay.
Somebody else
Yep.
says, Luke, you don't meet traffic early in the morning, which is true. He says one of the problems is everyone wants to leave home at 7:30.
Yeah. And everybody wants to leave town at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
So
I think
is
that
it a case, right? Because people leave town at 4 because town closes at 4, right?
So really more staggered
So
kind
would
of.
it would it be better if we maybe have a stagger, or maybe town stays open till say 7, so people are not compelled to kind of go home.
All right, one more and we go. One more and we jump it up. Morning.
Yeah, morning.
Morning.
As you call it before said, right? You have let me say you have a mommy, daddy, son, daughter living. Each have that's 4 cars. Everybody decide they want their own ride. Everybody walking in town. So why not son could jump a daddy or daughter,
Right.
jump a mommy or that. And after work everybody catch the same transport go home. If when you reach home and you have a line.
You see, this is the thing. Although they living in the same house, everybody might have a different mission to go on after work. You see, and that's the thing.
But,
Everybody wants maximum flexibility at all times.
I hear about the
But we're not our city, our infrastructure ain't built for that.
Yeah.
Ain't built for that.
All right. So there goes. All right. So it came to the compliments of Bickles and the GK Priority Insurances Limited.
Enjoyment every day, Bickles.